This might be one of the most embarrassing moments that has ever happened in American history. We all remember 2 weeks ago when Iran shot down an American fighter jet and the US launched that search and rescue operation for 2 days to find that American fighter jet pilot. In the end, they found him, but we've just gotten some more details almost 2 weeks later that is really embarrassing. Well, we just found out that the US military generals who were in charge of that search and rescue operation actually refused to allow the US President Trump into the situation room where they were giving orders from. And it wasn't for a good reason. It was because, quote, they didn't believe his impatience would be helpful. In other words, they said that Trump is too impatient and too angry, and because of that, it would have been a bad thing to allow him to make any decisions. The report said, quote, they kept him out of the room as they got minute-by-minute updates. But the report also said that instead of giving Trump those same minute-by-minute updates that they got, they, quote, updated him at meaningful moments. So whenever anything positive happened, they told it. But when you're dealing with things at minute by minute, especially stressful things like this, things go wrong. For example, those C-130 cargo planes that couldn't take off and got beached. And according to reports, the US military generals who were in charge of this search and rescue operation believed that if Trump was also involved in it and he had any authority, something bad would have happened that probably would have resulted in that fighter jet pilot not being rescued. Without officially saying it, Trump probably would have been like, blow them up, bomb them. You could just imagine that if Trump doesn't get his way and he doesn't find the pilot, it probably wouldn't take much for Trump to just go nuts and start blowing them to pieces. And that isn't good for peace. So the generals stopped Trump from entering the situation room. I mean, this is just insane. The president wasn't trusted to make decisions because they thought it would have been the bad ones. What sort of leader is that? Somebody who makes irrational decisions. I'm not even giving an opinion here. I'm simply saying this is not a good look for the US. And no one's covering this for that reason. So leave me a follow because I cover stuff you won't find anywhere else.